Hey, that's me, Brandon. And before I show you how I'm going to make $3,000 in 2 weeks, I'm going to show you why I need to. This is my car, a 2015 Mitsubishi Mirage. And this is my family. My beautiful wife, I won't give away her age, and my two daughters, who are 4 and 6.
2, 3.
That's me finding out that my third kid is going to be a boy, which I'm excited about, but
Now let me show you the biggest problem.
this is the inside of my Mitsubishi Mirage, the back seat. As you can see, 2 car seats for my two daughters, but definitely not enough room for a third one. So now we need a new car. So I need to make $3,000 profit in the next 2 weeks to put a down payment on a new car. And it'll probably look something a little bit more like this.
This is my 10 by 23 storage unit that houses my over 2,000 items in my part-time eBay store. I sell 99% men's clothing, and this is where I keep it. My part-time eBay business currently makes me about $750 to $1,000 of profit per week. Since my goal is to make $3,000 in 2 weeks, that means I'm going to be somewhere between $1,000 to $1,500 short. So now let me show you guys what I'm going to do to make up that difference.
This shelf, and you'll see a couple more bins here as well, are all items that I've collected from my house, from my in-laws' house, or from my parents' house that have just been collecting dust. Most of them are my old items. Some of them were a few things that I sold about 3 years ago when I used to sell all kinds of different items, not just men's clothes. So I will be selling all these items to make up that difference in the profit that we need, as well as going to garage sales and thrift stores to pick up some other items that we can flip quickly to make some cash. Now, let's get started. All right, it's day one of the 14-day challenge to make $3,000 in 2 weeks. And at this first yard sale, it is just complete trash. Nothing good here. These people are professional yard sale havers. They always have them, and their stuff always sucks. I checked here at these jeans to make sure they were nothing good. They weren't. They were a trash brand, along with everything else at the sale. Okay, we make it to yard sale number 2. Looking a little bit better. Start looking around. Still is a bunch of junk. Some trains here. Nothing too good that really catches my eye. But once I turn around, there is a couple pieces of stereo equipment here by the brand Onkyo. They make some pretty good stuff. These are the model numbers right here. I got a closer look at them. Ended up looking these up after I left and wishing I would have picked up that receiver. Ended up coming back and it was already sold. Here we are pulling up to the 4th or 5th yard sale by now. I don't think I recorded all of them, but still haven't found anything yet. Probably been out for 15 or 20 minutes. And we start looking around, don't see anything that we're too interested in. See some clothing over here. Clothing isn't really the quickest seller, so it's not great for this series, but that is what the majority of my eBay business is. So I take a look. I see this Woolrich jacket. It is vintage, made in the USA. Seems decent. It does have a lot of wear on it, so I end up just putting it back down. This is me coming back to grab it after not finding anything else. And I'm glad I did, because sitting right next to it was this Pendleton board shirt, which is one of the best selling Pendleton shirts. They usually sell pretty quickly and for a good amount of money. So finding that was a great find. Now I just need to go inside and see how much these items cost.
How much are the clothes?
$2.
$2 each?
Yep.
Okay. Can't say no to that.
No.
I would pick up 2 items. I don't know if either of these will sell within the 2 weeks. This is the first day, so we might have a chance. But this is one of the better Pendletons to pick up. This one's called the board shirt. Good color, black, good size XL. And this will probably take a while to sell, but it's definitely still worth it. This is a Woolrich jacket. This is an older one.
That brings day 1 to an end. We actually ended up having a great sales day. We ended up doing $734.59 with 18 sales. And after all of our fees, shipping, cost of goods, that leaves us a profit for the day of $290.41.
All right, it's day 2 of the challenge. It's about 6 o'clock already, and I haven't really done much as far as eBay or selling anything goes. Probably wasn't the best idea to start this challenge on a Saturday. Yesterday, we really didn't do much eBay work at all. We spent about 20 minutes with the family just going around to a few yard sales, found those 2 clothing items. I didn't get those listed yet. I might get those listed today. Yesterday, I didn't get any of the other stuff listed that I've been collecting. I did get my 15 clothing items listed like I do every day. But besides that, I didn't really do much. So I spent a lot of time with the family, hung out with some friends, just did normal stuff for a Saturday. But nothing really to do with the eBay business. Luckily, we still had an amazing day of sales. I want to say one of the best days of the month. Over $700 worth of sales. But I think I'm going to get some work done now, getting some of those other items listed and those 2 clothing items that we picked up yesterday from the garage sale. So it's actually really easy for me to get these clothing items listed since that is my business. It's what I do. I already sell men's clothing, so I have the setup for it. As we get to some of the other items, it's going to be a little bit harder. I don't have the stuff set up to clean those, test a lot of that stuff, or take photos of it. So that is going to take a little bit more time to set up and do everything. But let me knock out these 2 clothing items that we got, and then we'll look at some of the other stuff. All right, here's the stuff that I'm gonna go ahead and work on getting listed now. This is a Google Home Wi-Fi router. I think I actually picked that up at a yard sale for myself. We ended up never setting it up, so I'm gonna get that sold. This PGA Oak Hill hat. Honestly, I'm not sure if this will sell within the 2-week time frame, but I'll still get it listed. I'm gonna price a lot of these items lower than maybe what they should go for, just hoping to sell them within the 2 weeks to reach my goal. This is a Stussy beanie, new with tags. This came in a bulk deal from the swap meet, so that is something that just got sat to the side. I didn't really want to pick it up at the swap meet or didn't choose to, but it was kind of a bulk deal, so just grabbed it. I'm opening up. We have this Dolce & Gabbana bag. It's actually this watch that I used to have, or I used to wear. I'm guessing it's probably somewhere like 8 to 10 years old, but it's in excellent condition. I barely ever wore it. Honestly, not sure what the value is on that, and another item that I'm not sure will sell quick enough to get me profit within 2 weeks, but like I said, I'll price it down and hope I can. Here is a Dell docking station. So this used to be for the computer that I was using before I started using a Mac. Like I was saying, I'm not really set up to sell hard goods or any other items. So just to do the photos, I have this rolling cart here. I'm just going to roll it up to the front of my photo station for my clothing that I have right here and just kind of use that as a backdrop. And I'll probably do the photos something like that and then spin the hat around. The photos, they're not going to be, 100% the best photos, but they'll be good enough to get these items sold. All right, I got those items done. Next up, I'm going to list these. This is a Patagonia backpack. I think this actually has quite a bit of value. It came in another bulk buy from the swap meet. And here are 2 tennis rackets that I have. I just got done taking photos of about 10 or 12 of the items. I'm going to go get those listed on the computer and then come back to the garage and get some more of the items listed. This is day 2 of the challenge. I only have 14 days. That's not a lot of time to sell stuff on eBay. So I need to get as much stuff listed as quickly as possible. That way it gives me the best chance of selling it before the 14 days are up. I really need that $3,000. That way I can get that new car.
And that's the end of the day. We ended up doing $579.07 in sales with 11 items sold, giving us a total profit after all fees, shipping, and cost of goods of $274.21. Even though we sold a lot less items than yesterday, we still made almost the same amount of profit, and most of that profit came from just one item.
It's day 3 of the challenge, but it's also Monday. That means that when you ship out the weekend orders, we had about 35 items going out today. So I'm going to get those pulled, get them back from my storage unit to my house. All right, we're back in my garage where I do my shipping. I have like 35 packages go out. I think a couple of them have multiple items going to the same buyer. But this is actually the best one. Can't see it. It's already in this bag. I'll pop up a screenshot of it, though. It's this John Varvatos sheep leather jacket. And it sold for $168.88 plus the buyer paid for shipping. Here's what my shipping setup looks like. It's nothing fancy, but it definitely gets the job done. have the laptop to ship the items, the printer, have anything I might need as far as envelopes right here. And then here's the items on this side. And then I'll put a bag right here and then put them in a bag on this table afterwards. My favorite way to drop off my packages to the post office is in the golf cart. It just makes everything so much better. So it's day 3, and we've only listed 11 extra items so far. That is not going to be anywhere near enough. Like I said before, we need to make about $1,000 to $1,500 profit from the additional items, adding to the normal part-time eBay business that I already have. So I'm going to get to listing some of these shoes behind me, and hopefully we can sell some of those. Like I said, I only listed 11 of the additional items so far. Haven't sold any of them, so we're really going to need some help. Get to listing and get to selling. So I'm definitely going to get at least all of these shoes on this shelf listed today. And if I get all those done, I might move down to some of these golf clubs. And as you can see, everything on this shelf has already been listed. Couple more things that I definitely want to get listed today. This set of golf clubs here, this is just some old golf clubs of mine. So I'm going to list those on OfferUp, maybe Facebook Marketplace. I usually just list the stuff on OfferUp and it sells on there quick. And here's another set of golf clubs. These are just irons, but I'm going to sell both those on OfferUp.
Well, that was quick. Within a few hours of listing it, someone went ahead and came by and picked it up for $50.
So it's 50? Yeah. Yep, I got it. All right. Cool.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Have a good one. Help yourself. See ya.
All right, see you.
And that brings us to the end of day 3, where we sold 19 items on eBay for a total gross sales of $581.76. After fees, shipping, and cost of goods, we come out with $157.06 in profit. But we can't forget that $50 that we got from OfferUp sale of the golf clubs, giving us a total profit for the day of $207.06.
Good morning. It's day 4 of the series. I haven't went to storage yet to get those items to ship, but all of the other items that aren't clothing I'm keeping here in my garage. So we did sell our first non-clothing item. Well, besides the golf clubs, we sold those on OfferUp yesterday. You guys saw that. But we ended up selling the Google router. And like I said, this is the first non-clothing item. So I'm going to get this packaged up and get it shipped out. We also sold the Pendleton flannel shirt that I picked up at the yard sale on day 1. They ended up asking $2 a piece for the clothing items. I gave them $5 for that and the Woolrich. So however you want to count it. But I sold that for $38 plus shipping. Okay, so I just packed up that Google router. It's right here. It weighs 3 pounds, 1 ounce. And the dimensions on it are 8 by 8 by 8 for the box. So I put it right here, 3 pound, 1 ounce. The dimensions are 8 by 8 by 8. That's going to cost us $10.42 to ship. It's going to Puerto Rico. I covered up the buyer's address right there. But if I can make this fit this box fit into this bag right here that's 18 by 14 inches, then I will be able to get cubic shipping from eBay or from USPS. So it's 18 by 14, and then when you're using a bag, you just use 1 inch, and then it's going to save us over $2 in shipping. So all I have to do is make this box fit into this bag, and we're going to save like $2.50 almost. All right, finally made it to storage to pick my orders. Spent most of the morning going with my buddy to pick up a golf cart. Ended up taking way longer than expected, about 3 hours, but it wasn't a total fail. It was actually an auction place, and they had some electronics, so I picked up a few items. I think I'm going to be able to make at least a few $100 profit. So let me show you guys what they are real quick. All right, this is what we got. We got 2 of these Yamaha digital sequence recorders. I'm not exactly sure what they are, but I looked at the model numbers. That one's a QX3 and this one's I think a QX1. I want to say those are around $200 to $300 each. I'm going to try to sell them in the next 10 days before the challenge is over. So maybe even if I get $150 each on there, that'd be pretty good. And then I have these little Sonos connectors. Let me go ahead and show you guys the model number on them. I think they're called the Connect S15. And I think these go anywhere from 80 to $120. I got 3 of those. So paid $200 for everything. Should get at least $500 out of it, and hopefully pretty quick flips. It's about 10 o'clock at night on day number 4 of the challenge. I haven't listed my clothing items yet for the day. I list 15 clothing items every single day. That's for my regular eBay business. Sometimes this is what it takes, you know, a little bit late nights. I do have another job and other responsibilities as well. So, on a little bit happier note, I did get those electronics listed that I actually picked up today. And I've already sold one of the Sonos little Connect boxes for $88 plus shipping.
And that brings us to the end of day 4. We ended up selling 17 items on eBay for a gross sales amount of $831.68. After all of our fees, shipping, and cost of goods, that leaves us with a profit for the day of $355.90.
That's it for this video. Subscribe to see the rest of the 14-day challenge, and if we hit our goal of making $3,000 profit in 2 weeks. Peace.